Are you there?
Yeah. What? Where are you, Jen? Again, I know everyone's told me before, but just tell me again. Where's your home, Jen? Saan ka nakatira? Ah, sibuyas. Yeah, with onion. Yeah, sali, bawang, suka. Hmm. You could even don't they even put dry fish? Isn't that sili or no? No, I know you're from the Philippines, dear. Saan ka nakatira sa
Dogs,
Pinas?
basically, you can see ghosts. It's a
Where?
see them walk.
Saan? Philippines.
I feel like you haven't seen some.
Where's your home?
Oh wait, did
Where's
you
your
hear that?
family from?
All right, I'm gonna go check. Oh wait, I didn't do ghost. The, what about, like, oh,
San Fernando. Oh, in Pampanga. Right, right,
yeah,
right.
if it's ghost stories, it's
Yeah, see, I've met many people. Pampanga, Pangasinan, Ilocos Norte, Sur. Yep. I would, that is interesting to me. I love the mountains and I just love elevation. So if I could visit somebody like in the Bukid, that is living up there and could give me a tour, my asawa probably wouldn't, like to go and experience that. But for me, my heart is in the mountains. And I just love that. I love the scenery. I like the way of living. Um, I want to learn, more about being self-sufficient. And I would love to visit a family up in the Bukid and just spend time with them.
$1,000. Yes.
Help them. Spend 2 weeks with them. And just be very simple life. Do a little bit of work. I could be the finance for the food for 2 weeks. How about that? I'll supply all the food for 2 weeks. That'll be my payment if you give me a place to stay. That's my.
Where do you go?
I would love to do that. Give me a place to stay. I will.
What's the flex?
I will buy food for the family for 2 weeks, and I can help. You can take me on a tour, whatever. Put me to work. I will work for food.
Place it on. Hold on.
Heck yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to do that. And then after 2 weeks, I'd have to say goodbye, and I would continue.
Ow.
Maybe rent or buy a motorcycle
You just.
and go travel. And maybe when before I go home, before I return to the U.S., I'll come back to your
Easy.
family
Way to.
to say goodbye and maybe do one more overnight and have a going away party. We can have a big fiesta before I go home. Sing karaoke. Yeah, I know. I understand. That's okay.
Can we go over?
I'll bring my camping equipment. I'll have my headlamp and my batteries and candles. I'm good.
Glitch.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm easy. always. I've done my travel, my trekking and my camping in my life. And that's where my heart is. I just love to be out there and just experience what I can see and do what I have to do to stay fed and stay safe and stay dry. And I'm happy.
I got microphones too. I brought microphones too.
Okay, you guys, tell me what you're going to eat or what you have eaten already. What was for breakfast? What was for lunch?
I'll take the microphone.
What happened to Claire? Where did go? Oh, there's Claire.
Yeah.
I'm staring right at you, Claire. And I said, what happened to Claire?
Oh, did they change that?
Yeah, I like Baguio. I want to. Oh, I've got a bad desire to go to Baguio and just enjoy the cool fog and the rain. I just want to. I did Tagaytay, and but I only stayed one day in Tagaytay, so I didn't really get to, experience much more. Oh, chicken adobo for lunch. And itlog, the hard-boiled itlog and adobong. Oh my gosh. Love it. Oh, he did? Awesome. Tell him the canoe, you're making the canoe hungry.
Downstairs. Forward.
And there's girl back in the picture. Girl back in the mirror. Oh, you had chicken adobo also for lunch, huh? Oh. Someone like Sir Doc, who's doing some medical missions, experienced things like living without electricity. I have a story, Claire. This was before, what was I doing? This was a long time ago, almost 40 years ago. I was in Kathmandu, Nepal, trekking, hiking in the hills of Kathmandu. And I had just a basic first aid kit, bandages, Band-Aids, alcohol, the basic. And I had some aspirin for me, for my head and my headache, and like acetamol, and I had something else, something for malaria that I got from the doctor before I left the USA. And, just a basic first aid kit. So I was in the hills of Nepal, hiking, walking for 2 weeks. Well, actually 12 days. I was walking up and down the hills of Nepal, above Nepal, and heading towards the Himalayas, but I didn't get close. But that was my intention was to walk to the base of the Himalayas, but I didn't have enough time. Tapos, when I was camping overnight, I had a 19-year-old Nepali native that was my guide. He was 19 years old, and he was helping me, communicate, and he was guiding me. And one night, we were near a village. We were camping in the village property with my tent, my dome tent. And my 19-year-old guide was talking Nepalese, the language, to the native family. And all of this, and we made a campfire. So that was our light. We were burning the campfire at night. And the 19-year-old brought sorry, let me scroll down here. The 19-year-old all of a sudden came back to the campfire, and he had like 2 family members with him. He had a mother and he had a child with him. And of course, I'm looking like, oh, hi. But the little girl was crying. And, they don't have a whole lot of money up there, very poor living conditions.
Very good.
And the little girl had
All right.
a shirt
Responding, I found that.
and I think some shorts and not even any slippers. She was in her bare feet
Maybe it's your
And-
house.
she was crying, and I was wondering, what's going on. And the 19-year-old said, my guide said, the little girl's hurt,
No.
and the mother wants to know if you have any medicine for her. And I thought, uh-oh. What do you mean she's hurt? And then they sat the little girl down and they showed me her feet, and her feet were burned.
Oh, no, man.
She had blisters in between her toes. I mean, bad blisters. The bottom of her foot up by her toes was all like burnt,
One evidence. This is really
like,
bad. Let's see if there's anything else.
charcoal, black. And I thought, what in the world happened to her?
Check it.
And the mother told the guide, and then he translate to me, she accidentally walked into the fire and she burnt her foot. And I thought, oh crap. What? And I'm the white guy up in the mountains with my basic first aid kit. I wasn't even was I in the medical field yet? No, I wasn't. I didn't get into medicine until I was 32 años. I was 24 years old when I was in Kathmandu. But I had this basic first aid kit, and I had to think, what in the world can I do for this girl? There's no doctors. There's no hospital. I'm up in the mountains. I'm 3 days walking from the city of Kathmandu, 3 days away. I've been walking for 3 days, and I'm in the middle of this village around a campfire. And this little girl, she's probably 5, 6. She's in tears. She's crying. And her bottom of her foot, she had 2nd-degree burns on her feet, on one foot.
I'll give you this.
And I thought, what can I do for this girl? Well, you just basic thinking, like anybody would think, get it clean and wrap it up in a bandage and protect it. So I took a pot of water and I put it by the campfire on the fire, and I got it warm. At least I got it warm. And I had some soap that I washed my hands with. I think I had some liquid, dish soap. And I used some of that and put it in the water. And I used some bandages and I put it in the soapy water, and I cleaned the bottom of her feet, and I went in between her toes. Of course, she was screaming the whole time. And I washed between her toes, and I got her foot as clean as I could. And then I tried to dry it off the best I could. And then I had some, I think I had some like Vaseline or some kind of, cream, maybe some hydrocortisone, they call it, some jelly protective. And I put some of that on it, and then I wrapped it up with gauze, a bandage. And she had an old dirty sock, and she'd been wearing on her feet, and it was bad, dirty. So I remember washing out the sock the best I could and drying it off. And then I put the sock over her bandage, and that's all I could do. And I thought, what can I tell the mother? I said, Mom, you need to keep her foot clean and she doesn't have any more bandages. So I gave her a few bandages, but I don't have very much. I only have this little first aid kit like this big, this fat and this big. And I gave her some bandages and I gave her some tape. And I told her mother, change these dressings in 2 days or something like that. And I also gave her some Tylenol. I think I gave her some Tylenol for pain. In the Philippines, they call it acetamol. And I thought I shouldn't probably be giving any medicine to this girl because I don't know if she is allergic to this medicine or if she even taken this medicine before in her life. But I told her mother I broke the Tylenol, the acetamol in two. I broke it. And I thought she's just a baby. She's a child. So I did my calculation on the instructions. Okay, take half every 6 hours or every 8 hours. And then when they disappear and they left, about 30 minutes later, they come back and the mother says, the little girl is vomiting after she took the medicine. And I went, no. I said, give me the medicine back. So they gave me the medicine back. I said, don't take any more. I said, no more medicine for the little girl. I said, if she's vomiting after she took it, no more medicine for her. I said, just keep it clean and change the bandages in 2 days. And the next morning, I never saw them again. I said goodbye, and I continued my hiking with my guide, and we left. I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world? They bring me their little girl with 2nd-degree burns on the bottom of her feet. Like, oh my gosh. Well, I was kind of stuck, it's like I couldn't do anything but help. Now they bring me their little girl, and of course they expect the Canot to, save her little girl. And I was like, well, I can't save her, but I can.
No.
I mean, what would the mother do? The mother would do the same thing, with what they have. They would clean it, they would protect it, bandage it, whatever. But that was my good duty for my Kathmandu trip. Oh, and tapos, I have a picture of, I should get it. Let me see if I can get it. I gotta, hold on one second. I actually have some photos from that trip when I was 24 years old. I'm 61 years old now. But I have a picture the next day or somewhere around after that experience with the injured girl. We went through another village. And before we turned back to go to Kathmandu, we passed through a village. See if I can find it. This was my 19-year-old guide. That was the guy that I traveled with, the Nepali guy. He's cleaning a chicken, a manok. He asked me what I want for dinner, and I said, I don't know. You have any chicken? He said, hold on. So he went to the village and asked the native, the villager, and they had a free-range manok, and he's plucking the feathers and using the blood for the blood. What's the blood called in the sabaw? I actually eat it. The Filipino dish with the blood. What is it called again? I know you'll tell me here in a minute. Yeah, dinigawan. Thank you. Dinigawan. Yeah, he made some dinigawan similar to dinigawan with some spinach and the manok and kanin. I was happy. I was in heaven. You see, he's draining the blood into the pan. The Manok. The Dugo. Manok Dugo. Betamax. You see, there's the Dugo in the pan. Manok Dugo. Well, anyways, what I was saying was when I passed through another village, the village lady came out with her daughter. And if I was guessing, her daughter was probably like young 20, 19, 20 years old, something. And she started speaking the native Nepali language to my guide. And he turned to me and he said, "She's calling you the white god, and she wants you to marry her daughter and take her to America." It's like, what? He's like, "Yep." I was like, thank you, but tell her I'm married back home in the USA. Sorry, but thank you for the compliment. I would if I could. I have a picture of her and her daughter. Hold on. I'm looking for it. See if I can find it. Yeah, so I was the white god in 1986 in the hills of Nepal. You see, here's just while I'm looking, here's some of the picture. It looks like the Philippines. Those are some of the hills that I was hiking in the canyon. I was hiking down at the bottom by the river down here. And we came up here and we set up our tent and we camped out on the terraces. Yeah. And the native Manok, of course, right? That was like at 6,000, maybe 8,000 feet up in the hills of Nepal. Yeah, about 8,000 feet, I think. Because Kathmandu is 4,000 feet. That's about 1,500 meters, maybe 1,000 meters. But yeah, we went uphill. Every day was going uphill. It was not easy. And let me see if I can find that photo here. I think it's towards the end here. I'll keep looking and keep talking at the same time here. Yeah. Yeah, so after I treated that little girl, it was like, I think it was like the day that we had to stop and turn around and go back because I was running out of time. You know, I had an airplane to catch back in Kathmandu, back to Bangkok, Thailand. And I ran out of time. So it was time to turn around and go back is when we went through this village. We were going up and over the top of the hill or reaching the top of the hill. And that's where we turned around and then went back down. It took 5 days to get back walking. So we hiked for like 5 days into the hills and then we turned around 5 days back and I had 2 more days before my flight. And I ran out of money in Kathmandu while I was there. I started selling my clothes and I sold a gold necklace that I had on my neck for many, many years. But I finally gave it up and I sold it so I could pay for the hotel room for 1 more night before my flight. Or I was going to be spending the night on the street. So I sold a gold necklace. Let's see here. I'm still looking for that photo, but it's here somewhere. Let's see here. Gosh, I have so many photos. Another picture of the terrace and the farm and the house. The house is there on the hills. a lot of that. That was mostly what I
Um,
was hiking on and through. Now, if I go through all of these photos and I don't find it, but I have a picture of the mother and the daughter, and they look really angry. They don't like cameras pointed at at themselves. And the girl the one that she wants me to marry looks like she's really angry.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh my gosh, it must be in the other set of photos. Unbelievable. All of those photos, and it's not here. I have one more set. But maybe it's not here. Hold on. Crazy that I don't have the photo. No, it's not going to be in this set. Anyways, here, you want to see a young, how old was I here? With a friend of mine in rock climbing in Southern California. That's me in the black shirt and my friend Eric from Czechoslovakia in the blue pants. Yep.
So
There I am, young. You know, rock climbing kept me in the best shape of my life till I was 53 years old. Yep. I don't know how old I was there. 30? 28, 29, something. Let's see, does it have a date? No.
Yeah, what happened to the on the ground?
Wait, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Oh my gosh, with the mustache.
What?
Kind of blurry, but with the reflection.
I'm like, what are you playing Jenga? I'm like, what are you playing with it? I couldn't get the last set.
Oh, there I am. I'm actually doing a paramedic class. And as extra credit, I took the whole class to this rock climbing area. And I was doing a demo for them.
Yeah, use my big brain. Use my big brain.
Gosh, I was 32 years old there. I think 32.
You're strong. I bet you can.
Yep, getting upside down on a rock climb.
Garbage. Straight garbage.
Oh, here's a classic picture. Here's me at the beach doing some just some man-made climbing on a man-made wall. I asked a person that was walking by to take a photo for me. So that's me on the wall. La Jolla, California. That's called the People's Wall. It's a rock climbing practice, a practice area for rock climbing. A man-made wall. Okay, enough photos. I could go all day long with showing photos.
Can you add some?
Oh, here's proof I was in Kathmandu. It's what you put your drink on, you know, at the bar. It's called the Rum Doodle Restaurant, Tamel, Kathmandu, Nepal. 40,000 feet bar. That's what it's called. The 40,000 and a half feet bar. at the Rum Doodle restaurant, Tamil, Kathmandu, Nepal. They said just some memorabilia from, it's crazy that I don't have that photo that I was looking for because I always show it. And I couldn't find it.
Yeah, you need to bought stuff, but you
Maybe it's in an album. Maybe I put it in an album.
and then like add them, and then
That would be the other option is it's in an album. Souvenir, yeah.
one flashlight, one EMF.
Let's see.
No, one motion sensor, one photo camera. Okay. This is one of the hard units. Hit them up. That's this 4-1. Wait, you want to see? Look, there's so many, there's 4 cameras. You can also go through.
Yep.
All right, I'm going in.
Well, anyways.
Oh yeah, this thing, you can hear stuff that far away.
I couldn't find that picture. So.
You have like super. Bring whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried dinigoang manok. Usually we cook pork dinigoang. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if I had that before he made that. But I was, I thought, I'm hungry, so I'm going to try it. And it's not what people think, as you know, dinigoang is, you look at blood and you think blood and you have no idea what it's going to taste like. And it doesn't taste like anything that you would think. Yeah. So yeah, we had, it was like he just added it in the water. And, after it cooked, it just kind of curdled. I guess that's the word. You know how blood does. It just kind of cooks and floats on top. And then he added some spinach. It was like some kind of a spinach leaf. And and he put, we had chicken with it. I had a picture. I won't get it, but we didn't have light. So we had a kerosene in a bottle, like a whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
And kerosene with the wick on top, and we just used that for our light in the bedroom for dinner. And we had manok, kanin, gulay, and dugo. Yeah, it was perfect. I was starving. And we would do that on the trail. We would come across like a farmer or a village family, and they were harvesting the gulay for that day or to sell. And the women, gosh, it was so impressive to see the amount of work that these people did. The women, the men, they would carry, all their everything on their back, and they use that strap across their forehead that goes back to the basket on their back. And inside the bamboo basket was the gulay, the fresh gulay. Whether it was tulong or radish. What do they call that in the Philippines? The white. Anyways, the white root, or carrot or whatever. And we would stop on the trail my guide would stop the family on the trail and they would take off the basket off their back and he would look and see what they have and he would purchase. Oh, I'd some of that, some of that, some of that. And then, I would give him the money, or I already paid him money for helping me. And then he would pay the villager, and then we would get the gulai and we would have that as our snack while we were hiking on the trail. Eat a carrot or the white radish or the whatever. Yeah, what do they call that white? The white, kind of sweet radish, like a carrot, but it's white. What is that? Like a jicama or what's the other the other one called? The Chinese have a name for the white radish. What is that called? Here in the market, they have they call it yeah. You put it in sinigang. What is that?
I swear I saw it.
Yeah, I know. It's a great snack, Orland. It is. Or a carrot, anything, anything crunchy with water in it.
Metro no.
Or even mani, if they had mani, any kind of peanut, or that is the bomb. Or sometimes corn. Yep. Guava, not guava, but I know guava is good. Guava would be great. Any kind of fruit. Yeah, guava. Kangkong, there you go. Kangkong. I think that's what I've heard before, but there's another name I'm thinking, Jen, but I know what kangkong is. That's the same. That's the white root, right? Like a radish. I mean, like a carrot, but it's white or clear. It's kind of a juicy. It might even be a little bit spicy. Some of them are sweet. There's one that's sweet, like sugar, and then there's another one that's more spicy, like a radish. I think kangkong is okra. You could eat okra. Well, I don't like okra. I mean, I like okra, but I don't like the slimy when you cook it. My asawa loves what's it called? What's that dish in the Philippines? The slimy okra. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not a favorite. How about that?
I'm guessing.
I don't mind the taste. It's just the slimy. I'm like, ugh. It reminds me of something that goes in your nose or that comes out of your nose. Yeah. Too slimy. What's the name? Yeah, yucky. What's the name, Jen, of the dish? The okra dish. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, she doesn't have it, but I'm thinking it's coming from the kitchen. What's that called? She loves it. She loves slurping on that slime. I'm like, thank you. Again, the flavor is nothing. It doesn't bother me. It's just the texture, I just would rather not eat slime. Come on, help me. What's the dish called, Jen? Orland? What's the okra dish? Come on, help me.
It was a 50-50,
It's taking too long. My eyes are getting dry.
Special thing about Avante is the shapeshifters, and they also.
Come on, nobody's answering.
I would have known it was an Avante.
What's the okra dish? Am I not seeing it? Where's my control?
What's called the area? What was it called? What's that?
Okay. Nobody said it yet. What's it called? Is anybody there still? Did I lose you?
Why'd you have to,
Here, I'm gonna put my headphones back on.
bro, what's your audio? I swear, I hear something and you're like, what? You know why I said that? I thought I was dead.
I almost remembered the dish. Jen, what is the name of the okra dish? What's that called again? Oh my gosh, my eyes are drying. I have contacts in my eyes. So, give me a second. There we go. Oh, I almost said it in my brain. The okra, what is it called? Lashwa. Lashwa. How do you spell that? Laswa. Spell that for me. How do you? Is it Laswa? Laswa? Or is it Lashwa? Lashwa? You remember now? Does that ring a bell? Lashwa. Lashwa. Okay. How do you spell that, Jen? Give me 1 second. Wow, pretty puppy. Is that your dog? Your husky? Wow, you got a husky in the Philippines? How does he survive the heat? Aw, look. Oh, he's so pretty. Are you still there, Oland? There, I changed one of my... Oh, of your nephew? Gotcha. And there's another dog there also. I don't know how a husky survives in that heat in the Philippines. You know, with all his long hair. Okay, I'm coming back. I was checking out one of your videos. I was actually looking for you, like Janice. Like, what do you look like? I couldn't find a video of you. Do you have? Can you? Do you have another profile picture or a video of you? Oh, you're talking about the husky? Where is that where you are? You're located right now? Is this the same location as your videos? Are you in the Philippines now or are you OFW? Gosh, 1:30 in the morning or 1:10 in the morning already. Oh my gulai. Seriously? There we go, I'm back. Okay. At home in the Philippines? And you are, gosh, you're in Bohol? Is that you or the wrong person? I'm getting confused. Who is who and where? I learned uh, Manila, Bohol. Oh, you're in Pampanga. Okay, you just told me. You're in I forgot the name, but you're up in Pampanga. Gotcha. Pampanga, um, Manila, Bicol, Bohol, Cebu, um, where Orland's from, down in Mindanao. Oh, are you going to bed? You know what? I'm going to give up my camera, but I'm going to stay on with my headset, my microphone. So my anak is going to bed. So give me 1 second. Don't leave. I'm not leaving. That's right. San Fernando, Pampanga. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm still here. I'm just off of the camera and on my headset and microphone. My anak wants his camera back, so that was my my opportunity to have the camera for how long was I? 3 hours. Wow. Almost exactly 3 hours. Yeah, yeah. There you go, honey. All right. Actually, I can relax a little bit more because when I'm on the Xbox and the camera, it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with um, too much work. Laptop is so much easier, or even gadget only, or two gadgets, two cell phones is easier. This Xbox is nice, but it's very limited. It doesn't have memory like a laptop has. It's not a computer. It's just a place. It's a game. It's a game station. And so it's very limited as far as memory. That's why actually if if I have a camera attached to the game station, to the Xbox, I don't know how efficient it would be. You know, would it handle the camera very well? Would it be too much load on the system, you know, and shut down or freeze? I don't know. But I'm not going to get a camera for the Xbox. It's just not. The technology is outdated. Cell phones are so much more high tech than these the webcam for the Xbox or the the game station. So why aren't you funny your face? What's the matter, Jen? How old are you, Jen, if I may ask? Ilang taon ka na? So sorry about that. I'm clearing my throat and being super loud. You're not the wait, I was speaking with somebody last night with children. Oh, stop. You're not ugly. All Filipinos are beautiful in their own way. All you guys have your own beauty. Oh, so you're my Asawa's age. She's 51. You're not old. If you're old, what am I? I'm 61. 50, 60, 61. 61. Yeah, it's like, if you're old, then what am I? You're not old. You're midlife. How about that? Yeah, my Asawa is 51. She's May 9th. Mayo 9. Yeah, she hides behind her anime. Hi, Yams. Now, Yams, who are you? Introduce yourself. I've never met you before. Up, I'm zooming in on your moon profile. You look like a younger Pinay. You're definitely younger than 50. Let me think. I know your profile is. I can't even get close if that's really what you look like. But if it is, you're probably in your middle or late 20s. How about that? That's a guess. I have no idea. And I don't even know how many years ago. And where did you get your name, Yams? Is that your normal, that's your name? Yams 17? Is that your main uh, name? Or is that a ninja? I don't have my gadget anymore, so I cannot check your, your channel. JB Dragon. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't remember Yams 17. I don't. But I know Dragon, of course. Oh, okay. You're using the same name? You are my sunshine. Ah, nice. That's definitely a Filipino way of developing a name. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are blue or gray. Da 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 da, sign away. I don't remember the lyrics. Same name. Okay. Is that your age by any chance? 17? Or was your age? My youngest, Anak, is 18. He just went to bed and took my camera away. So do 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 da 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 da. Oh, 17 is your birth date. 17th of August. That's my guess. Only because my daughter's birthday is August 17 and my grandson's birthday is August 17. Oh, so it's February. Well, happy advanced birthday. You see, Orland, your English is very good. At least your writing English is very correct. So you haven't told me your age yet, but February 17th is your birthday. Come on, everybody's told us their age, Yams. Ilang taong ka na? Pilay mong edad. Are you um, Tagalog or Bisaya, Yams? I'm asking you all these questions. How old are you? Where are you from? Taga-asa ka sa Bisaya or saan ka no, saan? Oh my gosh, I'm mixing up my dialects now. Saan ka sa Pinas? Why do I have like the munchies still? I just ate. But now maybe all the talking makes me. I just want a snack, a cookie or something. Maybe that's what I want. A dessert? Okay. I'll just have one of these cookie things. We're waiting, Yams. February 17th. You're not going to say. Is it a secret? Well, how old are you? I guessed earlier. Was that too high? 25, 28. Or are you under 20? Um, you know what? I need coffee. That's what it is. Oh, no way. So in the Philippines, what's legal? 18 or 21? I don't know the legal age in the Philippines. Is it 18 or 21? In the USA, 18 is considered an adult. 21 is like for buying cigarettes or liquor, alcohol is 21, but legally it's 18. If you're 18, you're the same age as my anak. If you're 21, then you're older than my youngest. Yeah, what is the legal age in the Philippines? And I'm sorry, Yams, where are you? Did you tell us already? No, you didn't. Oh, Yams, are you there? What is your name, by the way? Ano ang pangalan mo? Unsa imong pangalan? I'm making kape. I'm using the coffee machine, Keurig. I think the sister-in-law bought us a Keurig for Christmas a couple years ago. I need more water in the reservoir, so I'm filling up the reservoir. Uh-oh, what happened? Oops, sorry about that. Oh, you're in Hong Kong. Oh, you're 30. What do you mean you're legal age now? What are you saying? Oh, wait, you're in Hong Kong. So you're another Hong Kong worker. Kazonian is in Hong Kong. Who else is in Hong Kong? So many. There must be a. Is there a Filipino community like stores now in Hong Kong? Is there a Max's or is there a Jollibee or do they have any Filipino stores in Hong Kong now? Since there's such a large population of Filipinos in Hong Kong? And what do you mean your legal age now? That was 13 years ago, dear, for a boyfriend. There is a Jollibee in Hong Kong? Ah, How about a Max? Is there Maxes? They have a couple here in New Jersey. Actually, there's one in New York. Or I think it's New Jersey, but it's right at the border of New York and New Jersey. Like a 2-hour drive to go to Max's. But why go to Max's when you can have the same food here at the house? It's just like uh, what do you want to call it? A family outing. If the families get together and go on a weekend trip up to New York, go to Max's, that'll be the destination to have dinner. And then we shop around and then we come home. Any Filipino markets in Hong Kong? Or do they have Filipino items? I would imagine they would. KFC and McDonald's, of course. There's a KFC and McDonald's in downtown Cebu City. I remember when I landed at Mactan Airport and I was with my other Kano friend and a Pinoy from Iloilo met us there, family friend. 3 guys, we go out for our first night to go get dinner and we take the jeepney into the city and I'm trying to introduce my Lolo friend to, the Philippines. So I want to eat some street food or, some restaurant, Filipino restaurant, and we couldn't find, I wasn't happy with anything I could find, so we ended up going to KFC, I think. I thought all the way to the Philippines, and the first restaurant we go to is Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's like, what? Oops. But we did eat Filipino food while we were there. Just the first night was not a good first impression. It's like when in doubt, go to KFC or go to McDonald's or Jollibee. Chicken Joy, right? I will admit, oh, you know what is also delicious for a fast food is go to, what's the restaurant called? Where they have Tapsilog, Longsilog, Bangsilog. It's a fast food, what's it called? That's on the menu. All the different, garlic rice with longanisa, with tocino, with bangus, and they have other items on the menu. But my favorite is getting the bangsilog with the garlic rice and the achara. What's the name of that restaurant? It's always by the Red Ribbon. There's always a Red Ribbon, and then right next to it is the... Oh, hi, Melody. What's the name of the fast food restaurant? Usually there's a Red Ribbon right next to it or in the same area, but they have fast food, with bangus and achara, with the garlic rice, bangsilog. I can't remember. Of course, all the Toro places is always fun to choose. Oh, I love Mongo bean. Oh my gulai. Mungo with baboy. And the, what's the green leaf that goes in the Mongo? Like all these names are like evading my. Oh, there they are. The malunggay, the malunggay leaves. I just look in the freezer and I found some malunggay. Yep, Yams got it. Thank you, Yams. I think you type it the same time I look in the refrigerator and I found the frozen, not the fresh one. Unfortunately, we don't have the fresh malunggay. We have to buy frozen. But it works. Or we use spinach mostly. We can buy fresh spinach leaves, regularly at the market. So we just use spinach, the Chinese spinach, and or regular spinach leaves. Put that in the mungo beans. That's a favorite. Oh, I could eat that till there's no more room in my stomach. That is so good with kanin. Or what about arroscaldo? Oh my. We had arroscaldo in Iraq. I worked with a Filipino guy, and he a request from his asawa to send him the ingredients for achara. I'm sorry, for arroscaldo, and we made arroscaldo and hard-boiled eatlog in Iraq in the middle of the desert. It was awesome. We had manok and onion and uh, the what is the yellow? Why is my mind having a hard time remembering all these things? The ginger. We had ginger. We made a big pot of arroscaldo, and all the United States Marines were knocking at the door until it was all gone. Now, who's Marky, Melody? Is that Yam's uh, sweetheart? Well, you're just a little bit younger than my older children, Yams. My daughter is 35 and my uh, son is 39. And my daughter has two children, and I'm a Lolo. They call me Grandpa Gary or Lolo Gary. Yeah, I'll show you. See if I can share screen. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If it lag me, I'll be right back. So don't leave. But I'm going to try to share screen. Okay? Hold on. Don't go. I'm I'm back, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that. I tried to look for my photograph on Google Photo and it logged me. So, bumalik ako. Oh no, lug. Nice. Yeah. I'm here. I'm here. I'm trying to ask Yams Melody, but she's not answering me. Who's Marky? Yams. Is that your sweetheart? Boyfriend. Okay, okay. Or best friend. I don't know. Is BF best friend or BFF is best friend forever? Teach me these words, guys. What is sagot? Okay, my coffee is finished. And I'm going to put creamer and Splenda. Who drinks cream in their cafe? Are you a black only, or do you drink cream with your coffee? I have lots of cream. I have a little bit of coffee with my cream. That's how much cream I use. And one Splenda, or sugar, but I have Splenda, so I'm using Splenda. And I also put honey, if I have it, in my my coffee. That makes it extra delicious, of course. Smooth. Oh, I can't. Oh my gosh, that's a hard label to get off. Oh my. Not label, but seal. Oh my gosh, that's adult proof. Oh. Oh my gosh, that was hard. That was the hardest seal to get off I think I've ever experienced. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta go to the CR. Oh my god. I start stirring my coffee and now nature is calling. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot my Splenda. I just tasted it and I went, whoa, that's strong. What is the matter? I didn't put my little... Okay, there we go. Ah, much better. Okay. I think I make a CR stop and I will be back in business. Okay, what did I miss? What is it? Sagot is answer. Oh, okay. I drink cafe stick. Ah, yeah. Um, which stick do you use? The dark? I drink that when I'm in the Philippines. Yeah, those sticks of coffee. I love the dark Folgers. Is it Folgers? Or, yeah, I think it's Folgers. I'm looking over here at my coffee machine. Sometimes I have some over here. But I love those sticks. I drink the dark brew, the dark blend, the black one. Yes, coffee is life, definitely. Um, yeah, when I was in the Philippines, I was living on that dark cafe stick. I asked my tita, my asawa's tita, if she could um, buy some dark cafe. So she went to the market. Next time she went to the market, she came back with the big link of cafe sticks. Yeah, Nescafe. Thank you. Not Folgers. Nescafe. Exactly, Melody. I know exactly what you're drinking. That's what I drink when I'm in the Philippines. All the time. Except, you got to be really careful with coffee in that weather. Coffee is it's a diuretic. It makes you go pee, as you know, and it will make you dehydrated very, very quickly. I am always struggling to drink enough water when I'm drinking coffee. And if you're in that hot heat, yeah, 3-in-1, that's an alternative. But I like the Nescafe better than 3-in-1. Yeah. Which one do you drink, Jen? The white 3-in-1 or the brown or what? They have different 3-in-1. But yeah, you need to drink a lot of water. And in the Philippines with that high heat and humidity, yeah, the white. Ah, okay, okay. Um, you can dehydrate yourself so easy. And here, if you want some technical education about coffee, listen to this. If I don't confuse you, if I don't do go along you. But we have a chemical inside of our body that we naturally have in our body. It's called A alpha, D like delta, H like hilo, ADH. It's called an anti-diuretic hormone. It's a hormone that our body normally has in our body, and it helps balance the amount of water in your bloodstream. Okay? Naintindihan mo? Um, so ADH, well, coffee, when you drink coffee, coffee stops the production of ADH. So A is anti. That's a negative. So if coffee is stopping a negative, that's two negatives. And if you remember, two negatives equal a positive when you add them together. So what it's doing, it's making you go pee. You understand? So coffee inhibits or stops the production of ADH. So it makes you go pee. And what happens is you urinate more than you're drinking. So if you drink 1 cup of coffee, you are urinating more than 1 cup. So you're losing the battle of trying to keep enough water in your bloodstream. You are urinating more than you're drinking. So when you drink coffee, you have to drink water, water, water. always water. And I struggle with that. And I wake up in the morning and I have screaming headaches many mornings. And you might experience the same. More than likely, it's because you're dehydrated. The number one cause of a headache is dehydration. There's many things that cause headaches, but the number one, the most popular cause of a headache is being dehydrated. And if you're a heavy coffee drinker, that's probably why. I'm telling you from experience and my education, I know now that if I wake up in the morning and I have a screaming headache, I automatically know what happened. I've been drinking coffee all day long, and I'm not drinking water. So that might give you an idea why. I know, especially women have headaches from other reasons, uh, every month. But even then, you know what will help that time of the month for you women is drinking water, 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 water. Because you're bleeding, and so you're going to dehydrate yourself. And so to help with that loss of fluid, you need to drink. Drink, drink, drink. So that's always a struggle for everybody to drink enough. When I was in Iraq, the soldiers, the Marine Corps, the Marines, if they come into we call it the battle aid station, if they come into the emergency room and we ask them, what's wrong? And they say, I've got a screaming headache. I'm reading your post, Melody. Hold on, I'm going to post that. If the Marine says, I've got a headache, Doc, the first thing we ask them is, have you been drinking enough? And they know better. And we ask them, what color is your urine? What color is your pee? If they tell me it's yellow, they're not drinking enough. It needs to be clear. Of course, they know that, so they're going to, oh, it's clear, Doc. Are you sure? Yeah, number one cause is dehydration. And coffee it will kill you. It will drain you of fluid. So drink, drink, drink water if you're going to drink coffee. Pero, dito sa, Sir Gary. It's Gary, Melody. I'm not being rude. It's Gary, Gary. That's okay. Common mistake. Pag hindi nakapagkape, inom. Wait. I'm going to translate that, dear. You don't have to. I'm going to. Only because I want to learn. Oh no, I can't copy and. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. Yeah, just remember, coffee will make you pee more than you were drinking. That's the bottom line. You're going to dehydrate yourself if you're drinking coffee only and not drinking water. You will lose the battle. I can't copy and paste that, not on StreamYard. I want to know. All I got to do is copy and paste. Oh, wait, it did copy, but it didn't. Wait. Hold on, it's copying the whole page. Hold on. What if I right click? Nope, that ain't gonna. Translate to English. Oh, is it? Translated. Wait. It's got a translation. Really? Huh, that's weird. No. Now I can't get it. Before I could get a translation. But now there's no translation. Oh, if we haven't drink our headache, once we already drink our headache, suddenly disappear. Ah, thank you, Claire. Well, again, there's many things that cause headaches, but if you drink coffee like me, I drink like 3, 4 cups per day. And I know already when I wake up in the morning and I have that tension headache, sometimes I can't even move. I just want to lay there and wait for the headache to go away. But I already know what the problem is. But I don't even want to move and go to the bathroom. I just want to lay there until it goes away. At least a little bit so I can wake up. But I already know what I did wrong. It's like, like right now, I haven't been drinking water all day long. A little bit, but I'm drinking more coffee than I am water. And that's going to hurt me. So before I go to bed, I will pound, meaning I will force myself to drink like a full 16 ounces of water and just force it down. Like 1 liter, 1 water bottle of water. Drink the whole thing before I go to bed. I might have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, but it will help me. My headache in the morning. So what I try to do is, like right now, I just poured myself a cup of water and I set it down before. Oh, I know. You see, Claire, you do the same thing I do. It's horrible. Yeah, what I try to do, because I have other issues related to um, not enough water. So what I just did right now is I poured myself a cup of water and I set it down next to my cup of coffee. And I will try to finish both of them, or I try to finish the water before I finish the coffee. And then my stomach is full and I can't drink all my coffee, but that's okay. If I don't finish my coffee, that's good. If I finish my water, that's even better. Yeah, I know, Claire. Coffee's it's like an addiction. It's almost like something is missing if you don't drink coffee after you eat. Yeah, I do the same thing. Sometimes I will go in the store when I get gas for the car. Oh, oh my gosh. Claire, you are repeating what I tell people all the time. People tell me that all the time. Oh, no wonder you're awake. I say, oh no, I can drink a cup of coffee and go right to bed. No problem. Oh, I was saying, sometimes, for instance, listen to this, Claire. I have a fishing lake that is maybe 2 miles, maybe a little more than 2 miles away from my house. It's just right down the road, not far. And I will go to the lake to go fishing with my kayak. And when the sun goes down is when I normally stop, and I will get out of the water and I put my boat on the trailer, and then all I got to do is drive home. 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. I can come home and have a cup of coffee, right? And I can have a special cup of coffee, my favorite. But no, I will go to the market. Well, not the market. It's like a gas station where they have like a 7-Eleven, but it's bigger. And I will go inside and get a cup of coffee just because I like going through the routine of stopping somewhere and relaxing, get out of the car, walk to the store, go inside, pour myself a cup of coffee, put cream and sugar, and then go to the register and pay my $2. That's 100 pesos. I know that's expensive, and then walk out the store. Oh, and I order like a snack with my coffee, a donut or something. And I walk back out to the car outside, and I stand at my trailer, and I open the door, and I have a radio station that I listen to. And I listen to my radio station, I drink my coffee, and I eat my snack just because I like to go there and go through the routine instead of going home, and I can do the same thing at home with my favorite coffee. That's horrible. I could save myself some money and have even better coffee by going home instead of going to the store. But nope, every time I go fishing, I have to go to the gas station. I don't even get gas. I just park, go in the store, get coffee, order something, a snack, and then pay and go back out to the car. And most of the time, I don't even finish my coffee, and I dump it out when I get home in the grass, in the yard, and then I come inside the house. Like, I think I have a problem. Claire, you're the one that lives in um wait, you were the one, Clara. You were Clara up on stage. Were you the one dancing? Or was that, I forgot. Who was the crazy one that was talking about Talong last night with me? Was that you, Claire? Florencio, I'm sorry, Florencio. Gosh, did I... Wait, Claire is Mommy Pinay? No. No, 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 no. No, I know Mommy Pinay is the live stream, but... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm confusing. Okay. I went to another live stream after Mommy Pinay's live stream. And on that live stream, there was a crazy lady, really loud. I was confusing. Okay. No, no, it was Mommy Pinay was talking about Tolong. But no, there was somebody else on another live stream that was going crazy. She met me for the first time and she wouldn't stop talking about Tolong and asking me about my Tolong. And I thought, oh my gulai, who is this woman? But she was funny. She was like crazy and loud. I was confusing that lady with Mommy Pinay's live stream. Sorry, sorry. It's okay. It's okay. No, it wasn't. What is Pinay's first name? I think she told me. I forgot. What's her name? Yeah, she told me, but I forgot. What's her name? Start with the E? I'm guessing. What's Mommy Pinay's? Eva. Yeah, it is E. Okay, Eva. That's right. Okay. Sorry. Well, my memory wasn't that bad. I remembered it starts with the E. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Melody Evangelista, Eva. You were Claire, you were the one that was wanting me to open my cam, but I didn't have a camera, right? Boy, I'm really confusing. You know, I've met so many of you guys, Pinoys, Pinays, that I mean, how can I remember thousands of you guys? I shouldn't say thousands. How about hundreds? You know, I meet 3 people from Hong Kong, you know, in one live stream, and I can't remember which one's which. It's like, wait, are you from Hong Kong? Or are you OFW in Hong Kong? Yep. So are you, and so are you. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, that was you. And then you saw me earlier on my camera. Yeah, that was you. Well, I hope I met your expectations. Yeah, that was you. Okay, I was asking if you were Tulog, and they said yes, you were sleeping. Right. And Claire, where um did you just answer me earlier? You are saan? What part of the Philippines? Or are you in Hong Kong? Oh my gosh, I'm scrolling back. I'm panicking. Am I asking her the same question again and again? Pangasinan? Are you the Pangasinan one? Oh my God. Oh my gulay. Cavite. Okay, you did tell me that last night. We were talking about Tagaytay. You said you were about an hour or 2 hours. How far from Tagaytay? Now, why do you say cheese? Cavite cheese. Are they? Yeah, Region 4A, Cavite. Okay, okay. Yeah, near Tagaytay. Okay. Yeah, I've met some people that are in Cavite and they said, yeah, Tagaytay is only 15 minutes away from me. I was like, oh, you must be right on the, yeah, you're 1 hour from Tagaytay. They must be on the very south part of Cavite, right on the border of Tagaytay and Cavite. I have to look on my map again, but yeah, I met somebody from Cavite and they said, yeah, we're only 15 minutes away from Tagaytay. Like, oh, you're very close. Yeah, there's a, I don't know what, I don't know, is that C5 that goes through Cavite? The bus route going to Tagaytay. We took the bus from Taguig to Tagaytay and Taal. It was the metro bus, or I don't know if it's Sari's bus, but it's the 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 city bus. And they stop and they pick up passengers. Well, we stopped in Cavite and picked up some people. Melody, how's everything with you? And Jen, of course, Jen has been talking the whole time. When is Mommy Pinay live stream? Is she live streaming tonight or this afternoon? Because I can end the live stream and go to another live stream. That was my idea. There she is. Oh, you don't have live stream today. Oh, okay. I got you, Claire. No buses, jeepney. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, so you do have jeepney that comes by every hour or no? You're more in the Bukid or more of the rural areas? You got two gadgets open for my live stream. You're so funny. Now, gosh, that's simple translation, and I'm struggling. Help me translate, Ate. What Melody said. I just posted it there. What is that? Andito pa ako? You're just you're just what? What's nakikinig? That's the word I'm struggling with. Nakikinig. If I know that word, I can figure out the rest. Oh, I'm not sleepy. No, not yet. I woke up so late. They're saying I have a nosebleed now. I don't see them saying that. What is nakikini? Oh, listening. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just here listening. Okay. That's what I. Yes, yes. I naintindihan ako. Yeah, my anak went tulog, so he wanted his gadget back. So he took away my camera. So I just remain on uh, Xbox, my headset and microphone. What are you doing, Eva? What's on the schedule for the day? Anything? Or just taking a break on a Saturday afternoon? Hmm, got you. Oh, I got you. Yeah, she told me, I said, was I too loud? She said, you and my anak, Jordan is his name, said we were both too loud. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Na hihirapan sa akin. What is sinasabi? See, if I can expand my vocabulary, the nouns, especially, just things. Oh, no, no. Okay. Uh, it's okay. No, that gives me opportunity to learn. Yeah, I was saying if I had a larger vocabulary with nouns, things, I can figure out a lot of these sentences. But I don't know, certain words like hiharapan and sinasabi. That's okay. Just speak Tagalog, and I will. I will learn. Oh, I was saying earlier, Eva, that I was confused about who is who, and I thought, oh, let me clarify. Um, After your live stream, I went to another live stream, and there was a lady there who I never meet before, and she was on she was on the stage, and she was super like a comedian, and she was loud, and uh, she was using um, Talong jokes, and I thought that was on your stage. I was trying to remember who is who, so I was asking Claire if she was the one talking about Talong, and then I remembered, oh, wait, no, 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 my mistake. It was another lady on another live stream. She was funny. I was saying also, there's so many to remember and so many locations, and then I get so confused. I meet three people, in Hong Kong, and then I can't remember who is who. Like, wait, are you the one in Hong Kong? Wait a minute, are you the one in Pangasinan? Or maybe you're in Ilocos. No, wait, is it Bohol or Bicol? And then I like, oh my God, I'm so confused. Talaga. I love it. Then we met at my peanut because my husband ate her. Uh, well, speaking of Asawa, Orland, you're back. Welcome back. Oh, okay, I got you, uh, Eva. I was gonna say, Claire, um, this lady was like totally open with sensitive things, and I was like so surprised. I was like, whoa! And but she was so funny, to listen to. And I was constantly looking over my shoulder to see if my Asawa was awake. And also, I was wondering, where is your Asawa? Where is her Asawa? Well, come to find out, she doesn't have one. And then I understood why she was so open with her speech. What was she was talking about? And I thought, oh, okay. So and then all the people in the room were joking about her not having a man for so long, and that's why she's talking like that. So she was asking me open questions, like the long questions. I thought, okay, you can imagine, use your imagination about the Kanot and Talong. Yes, yeah, that's why he's asking. And the other there was a gay guy, a bakla, in the room. This is another live stream, and he was on the stage, and he was giving her or asking her, "Is that why your flower is wilted?" or something like that, or being dried up. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, where did this conversation go?" Her flower being dried up. Yeah, that was why. Uh-huh. And I forget the bakla was using Tagalog words, but I understood what he was saying. I could figure it out. And I wasn't on camera. Was I on camera? Yes, I was. Wait, was I on camera? Because I didn't have camera on Eva's live stream. So, no, I didn't. No, I was I was still on the Xbox. And she was on cam, so I could see her, but she couldn't see me, and she was asking me to turn on my camera, and I said I don't have one. Oh, you know what? I don't need this light. I have too many lights on because I was on camera, so I was lighting up the room. But now I don't have camera, so I can shut off the lights a little bit. Okay. Oh, you get to go on a date. Ah, you're lucky you. Where are you going for dinner? What are you going to have? So your husband is, yeah, sana all. Uh, your husband is home. Obviously, he's home. But I know, if he's a mariner, then he's out a lot. So is he home for a while, or I'm not being nosy. I'm just conversation. That's nice that he's home. That's awesome. Oh, Sunshine Beach Surf Club. Girl, that sounds awesome. When I read that, I was thinking of my daughter when I went to visit her in Florida. She lives right, down on the beach or near the beach. So she took me down to a surf club, same thing. And uh, they're famous for their grouper. Are you familiar with grouper? The fish, Ista, grouper. The big. It's like a giant sea bass. Well, they're famous for their grouper sandwiches. Their fish Ista sandwiches. So we went. She took me down there, just her and I, for the afternoon, and we sat down on this beautiful beach outside table overlooking the bay, and super nice weather. And we sat there together and had lunch. Well, cool. May I ask, Eva, is your Asawa same age range as you, or is he younger, older, or? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, especially when, uh, Claire, if I may, not to speak for Eva, but when you're when you're on a ship or on a boat and you're away for days, you know, at a time, whenever you come home, it's always a time to go out on a date and celebrate. Am I right, Eva? You know, it's awesome to it's like when I got home from Iraq. Of course, I was gone for 7 months, but you know, when you come home, everybody wants to go home and or to come and see you and go out with you and take you out and you know, this reunite and get back together and talk and especially your loved one. Heck yeah. That's- and usually, and I don't know about your case, Eva, but usually, you know, the all the money has been made, or I shouldn't say all the money, but money has been made, you know, while he was out. So now it's time to go celebrate, you know. You got the money and you can afford to go out and wine and dine, you know. Yeah, cool. Nice, nice, nice. You know, Eva, I was just talking with my Sawa. When was it? I don't know, 2 nights ago. And I was just laying there in bed and I was remembering, and this was 6, 17, 18 years ago, 19 years ago, 18, 19 years ago when I was in Iraq. And I can still remember being away, you know, by myself with, you know, 250 other men and being away from your family and laying in bed and you know you're always thinking of your your family and what it's like to be in bed with them just laying with somebody you know and how nice it is to be you know next to somebody as opposed to being alone especially in a war zone that sucks but just being away. You know, if you, even if I'm on a camping trip or if I'm on vacation, if I have to, you know, if I go away to be with my family in California, my mother, my brother, my sister, and I'm visiting, but I'm away from my Asawa and my son, you know, only for 4 days or 1 week, you know, it's always nice to come home and to go back, you know, to your routine being with somebody and talking, you know, with your family. Even though it's nice to be away, it's always nice to be home and to come back to your, you know, the, your family, your immediate family. Well, here, if I may, you know, being being married is a lifelong commitment, and it's not easy all the time. Um, here's the best definition of what love is. I learned this through a program that I have been involved in for the last, since 2007. So the last 16 years. I learned through this program, what love is. First of all, God is love. That's 1 John 4:8. So, but what really, did God do for us? And here's what he did. The definition of love is the willing, sacrificial giving of oneself. That is a choice. That's a decision. You have to be willing to sacrifice yourself for not yourself, but for somebody else. So the willing, sacrificial giving of oneself. Let me break that down again. Willing is a choice. Sacrifice means it's going to hurt. So you got to be willing to hurt. For you? No. For somebody else. And let me finish the definition. The willing, sacrificial giving of oneself for the benefit of another, not for the benefit of you, for somebody else, with no thought of return. So you don't expect anything back. Think about that definition. You got to be willing to hurt for somebody else with no thought of getting anything back. That is the definition of love. So, sweetness, being fond each day, it getting sweeter and better every day, that's a dream. But reality is you got to be willing to hurt for somebody else with no thought of getting anything back. That is the true definition of love. That's what Jesus Christ did on the cross. He willingly, it was a choice, he went to the cross and suffered for himself? No, he did it for us. And he doesn't expect anything in return. That's the true definition of love. One person said, one story goes like this. An adult asked a 5-year-old little girl, "What is love?" And the 5-year-old girl said, "Love is when my grandfather paints my grandmother's toenails because she can't do it by herself anymore." Imagine that. The 5-year-old little girl gave the ultimate definition of what love is. That Lolo was willing to suffer for the benefit of his asawa, not expecting anything in return. So, marriage is full of joy and happiness, but it's also full of sacrifice and suffering. It's not easy. But I will say, it sure is nice to do it with somebody else than doing it by yourself. I would definitely rather be with somebody than be alone. Yep. Yeah, when I heard that definition, I was like, wow. The willing, sacrificial giving of oneself for the benefit of another with no thought of return. That's the true definition of love. That's Christ said himself, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. John 14:6. And that's it. He's the truth. What he did is the truth. True love. God is love. That's where we get the definition. Yeah, it's awesome. Profound is the word. Yeah. You know what I'm doing? What I've been doing the last 16 years also is I'm relearning. I'm being re-educated on the sciences. For example, biology, geology, astronomy, what's in the stars, what's in space. What are the other sciences, etc. I'm relearning all of those different subjects on those different sciences based on in the beginning God created. That's called a biblical worldview. The way we view the world based on the very first verse in the Bible, Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created. On that worldview is how I'm learning these different subjects in geology, biology, archaeology, astronomy. And I subscribe to a magazine that is scientists in these different fields of science writing articles on their studies in these different fields from a biblical perspective. I wasn't taught that in school. I was taught the sciences based on an evolutionary worldview, which most education systems in the world teach based on everything got here from nothing. That's evolution. Well, the Bible says something totally contrary to that. The Bible says, right here, I'm opening it up right now to Genesis 1:1. We all know what Genesis 1:1 says. It says, in the beginning, God created. Well, now which one's the truth? Did God create or did evolution create? Which one? And why aren't they teaching, if Genesis is true, in the beginning God created, if that's the truth, why aren't they teaching that in school? Think about that. Why aren't they teaching that in universities? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Do you ever hear that come from a professor's mouth in front of the classroom? You might hear it at a Christian school, but how many people are going to Christian schools or Christian universities where they teach in the beginning God created? I didn't go to that school. I went to a public school. I never heard in the beginning God created. But if that's the truth, if that is the absolute 100% truth, in the beginning God created, why are they not teaching that in school? So, for the last 16 years, I've been relearning my education. I've only been learning that for 16 years. My son is 18 years old, and he's been learning in the beginning God created for the last 12 years. I've only got 4 years more education than my 18-year-old son does on in the beginning God created. My son's been learning that since he was 14. I'm sorry, since he was in kindergarten. When he was in kindergarten. When he was 4 years old, he started learning this. What's wrong with that picture? I'm 61 years old, and I only have 4 years more education, biblical education, than my 18-year-old son. Something's wrong with that picture. But you know what? Thank God that God introduced this to me 16 years ago. And what I'm learning is unbelievable. It's so clear. It's the best way of describing it. What I am learning is so clear, it makes so much sense to listen to these scientists describe these different fields of science. And I'm just shaking my head going, I've never heard this before. Why not? Why not? Why didn't my math teacher teach me this? Why didn't my geology teacher teach me this? Why didn't my biology teacher teach me this? I've never heard what I'm reading. And I thought to myself, what in the world is going on? What are we being taught? They're not teaching what I'm reading in this book. Right here, I've got one in my hand right now on the coffee table. I've never learned this before. Where did this information come from? Oh, it came from a scientist. It came from a geologist, a biologist. It's like, what? Wait a minute. Why is this geologist saying one thing, and the geologist that, or the biologist that was teaching me when I was in school was teaching me something else? Why are they teaching me two different things? And I realized there's only one truth out there. There's only one way we got here. All of us. We all came from the same cause. There's only one truth, 100% truth out there. And I've concluded that this book called the Bible, Bible, is the only book that claims to be the truth, 100% truth to everything. So this Bible is either a lie or it's the truth. And if it's the truth, then everything should be taught based on the Bible. Everything. Every science, every class, every subject. I don't know how long my battery died, But I will back up and just say, I've decided that the Bible is the 100% truth. And everything that I am learning now, I'm learning from a biblical perspective. Every science that I'm being taught, biology, astronomy, all of these sciences, I'm learning from scientists that believe in the truth. They believe in the Bible. I was saying the Bible is either a lie or it's the truth. Not both. It's either the truth or it is a lie. Jesus Christ said, I am the truth. He claims he is 100% the truth. That's a pretty bold statement to make, right? And I found that if I use the Bible as the truth and then study and do my studies based on in the beginning God created, everything starts to fit together. Everything starts to make sense. The sciences come together much more. They describe the answer much clearer when I start with, in the beginning, God created. And that's what I've been doing for the last 16 years, is just reading and watching and listening. That's it. Yeah. So I'm only 4 years ahead of my 18-year-old son as far as Christian education. And I'm 61 years old. Wow. What an opportunity my son had to attend a Christian, to have Christian education for the entire pre-K through 12th grade. And now he's in college, which teaches a non-Christian education. And now he has a foundation where he can apply what he knows to be the truth and ignore the distractions, hopefully, that the public education system teaches him. Yeah, it's not easy. Well, I'm sorry if I put you guys to sleep or gave you Dugo Ilang. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, I love the couples that hold hands. Isn't that something? Yeah, it's very encouraging to see elder people still holding hands. You know, Claire, here's a great story on that subject. I lost my dad. My dad died in 2017, and he was born 1938. So he would be 84 years old, almost 85 years old. Actually, he would be 85. His birthday is January 14th, so he would have been 85 years old. And I'm from California, Southern California, San Diego, California. Well, I eventually moved here now in New Jersey, 3,000 miles away from California. And I started attending a church, and I met a Lolo. He was born the same year my dad was born, 1938. And he came to the Philippines with me in 2018. He had his 80th birthday when we went, and now he is 84 years old. And he became a best friend. And we would go fishing together, and you can see some of my videos on my channel with Lolo in the boat with me. Well, we used to have conversations all the time. We would talk about the Bible and his life, and he would have stories to tell me and stuff. And what I learned was, even though he's an elderly man, he's a Lolo, he's the same age as my father, he's still a boy, he's still a man. No matter if he's 20 or if he's 84. So when you're 20 years old or you're 25 and you start, or you're 18 and you start noticing the female and you get attracted, and you start having that natural attraction towards the other, the other sex. And, well, that never changes. It doesn't change with numbers. It doesn't change with age. He doesn't become a different person. He becomes an older person, but he's still a male. And his desires to be, with a female is always there. And people think that older people, are expected to act a certain way or do certain things when they get older. And really, nothing changes. Just your age changes. He doesn't become another kind of man or another kind of boy. He just becomes an older boy. And he's always a boy. And his desires are the same. He wants to be with a woman. He has an attraction to a woman. His wife he was married to died after 54 years of being married. She died in 2015, I think. And so he was alone for, 2024. 9 years. Well, he was alone for 8 years. And we used to talk, and he said, Gary, it sucks being by myself. And it wasn't like Lolo talking to me. It was just another boy talking to me who had the same desires that I have. He wanted to be with somebody when he went to bed at night. He wanted to hold somebody when he went to bed at night. He wanted to spend his life with somebody. He wanted to be able to talk with somebody. He was lonely. And he used to tell me that. And I realized, you know what? He's no different than I am. He's just 20 years older than I am. And so, yes, 84-year-old men do have a desire to hold another woman's hand. It's just like two 20-year-olds holding each other's hands. It's no different. You're just older. And it gave me a different perspective on, being older. You don't change. You just get older. And you start hurting a little more, and you start, you can't do as much as you used to do, but your desires, they're still the same. When you get hungry, you eat food. When you get thirsty, you drink. When if you don't have if you don't have someone to be with, guess what? You're looking for somebody. It's no different than when I was 20, 22, 25, 35, 55, 65. And you know what? You know where he is right now? Do you know where Lolo is right now? My friend I was talking about, born 1938. He turned 84 in September, this past September. Do you know where he is right now? He's in General Santos City. And he got married to a 36-year-old lady. That's where he is right now, as we speak. He's down in Sarangani Province, General Santos City, Gensan, Philippines. And you know what his wish is? Do you know what his desire is before he dies? He wants to have another child. And people are already thinking, what? An 84-year-old? It's like, and what's the problem? Well, we know what the physical problems are, but you know what? He's still a boy. He's still a man. And he has wishes. And he has desires, and he has, the same, it doesn't change. Well, the reason why he wants to have another child is because he had 4 children. They were all girls. He had 4 girls with his wife, who died back in 2015. And they are all almost my age. They're not quite as old as I am, but they're all in their 50s. 4 girls. He never had a boy. Well, he has no brothers. So his last name is Harold, Harold, Harold. There is only one Harold left on this planet, and that's him. When he dies, there are no more Harolds. His family, Harold. There's no more. The Harold will be no longer. Like an extinct animal. There'll be no more of his gene pool on this earth. Women do not carry his male gene. That's why men have always been the head of the family. It's because that's where families come from. The lineage comes from the male gene. Of course, it takes a woman, to have children. But as far as the gene pool, that's why the woman's last name changes when they're married. And their name becomes the husband's last name. So I won't go into it, but so once he dies, there's no more. He has no brothers. And he has all girls. So their children, the daughter's children, they're going to get the father's last name. You see? They're going to get the father's gene. And if that father doesn't have a boy, then his gene won't be passed on. You see? And so his desire is to have a boy. He wants his name to continue. And the only way his name is going to continue is if there's a boy in the family. And the only way that's going to happen is if he has a child before he dies. And the only way that's going to happen is if he gets a woman pregnant and she has a boy. And that's what he's trying to do. We had the conversation together many, many times. And he ended up meeting, I forget how he ended up meeting this Filipina online, and then that didn't work out. And he actually went to Jensen to meet her, and he met her family, and he even proposed to her. When I was there in 2018, I met her, and that's why he went to the Philippines with me, was to meet this lady. And he even proposed to her and bought her a ring, etc., etc. But anyways, she was very polite about it, and afterwards said, I had a change of mind, and I don't think it's the right thing to do. Well, he was heartbroken, but it wasn't a bad relationship. It was just, it didn't work. Well, when he was down in Jensan to visit her, he ended up going to church one day on a Sunday, and he met a man from England. And he was married to a Filipina down in Jensan, and he was living down in General Santos City. So they got talking because they both speak English, and they met each other at church. And he introduced him to his asawa's friend. And so after the relationship with the one Pinay didn't work out, he stayed in contact with this other Pinay down in General Santos City. Well, that is the one he got married to today, or now, at this present time. And so he still has the desire to try to get her pregnant and to have a boy. And we talked about it, and he has no problem. Here's the discussion we had. He's a very wealthy man, and he was just very fortunate to be in to have a large retirement, and that money that he gets every month, you cannot give that pension to your family. The only way that pension can be passed on to somebody else is to your spouse. If there is no spouse to give that pension to, that pension disappears. It gets absorbed by the state, and the check ceases to be issued, and it disappears. It's not like an inheritance that you can give to your children. A pension can only be given to your spouse. So the only way his pension can be passed on is if he's married. So he said, I have no problem with that. Where else is the money going to go? I'm 84 years old. My children aren't going to get my money. My daughters can't get my money. So why not pass it on to somebody and give them the opportunity to have a family and to educate their children and to live a life that a lot of people never had an opportunity to. And I agreed. I said, wow. So he was like, I need to get married. That's the only way I'm going to be able to pass on something, is if I get married. And the only way I'm going to have a chance of my name continuing is if I have another child. So he has to find somebody that can have children. That doesn't mean a 50-year-old woman. A 50-year-old woman, isn't likely to have children. Right? So you have to find somebody between what? 25 and 45. And that's what he did. He met a 36, well, she was like 34 when he met her, and now she's probably 36. And she has no children, and she's never been married. So voila. And he has no problem. He even said, what if I die tomorrow and she gets my pension? He said, well, that's good. Where else is my money going to go? Give somebody and is she going to get remarried? I hope so. And he knows that. He said, please, it would be silly for her to stay single after I die. So, yeah, what a opportunity for, and I hope she gets pregnant, and I hope she has children, and I hope he has a boy. Wow, what a dream that would be. I mean, what a dream. At 85 years old. And people, talk about, oh, that's unfair for the child. They're never going to know their father. Yes, they will. They'll have a dad. It might not be Lolo. I mean, please. There's all of the arguments. We've had them all. We've heard them all from everybody. They're especially his daughters. His daughters think he's crazy. And I keep thinking, what do you think your dad is? You think he needs to stay single and lonely for the rest of his life? What do you expect him to do? Sit in a rocking chair for the rest of his life and just sit in front of the house and sing songs to himself? So you can take care of your elderly father? He said to me, person to person, Gary, this sucks being alone. And I was like, wow. His name's Lincoln. I said, Link, you need to find yourself a woman. He said, yep. So that's I got to see, it's like I didn't have my father anymore, but I met Lolo Link. And I used to say he was my surrogate father. Because he never had a son. Well, guess what? He met Gary. And I could be his eldest son. I'm older than all his daughters. He used to say I'm the son he never had. It was pretty cool. I was like, imagine that. He was born the same year my dad was, 1938. It was pretty cool. Yeah, so Mr. Link is down in Gensan, Philippines. Newly married. And she's going to have an opportunity of a lifetime to, hopefully raise a family. And if she doesn't get that opportunity, well, she'll be able to have a family with somebody else and be financially set for the rest of her life. She'll get 50%. We were discussing that. He's able to forward his 50% of his pension to his spouse. So what a dream for both of them. Yep. Well, guys, you know what? I'm going to log and end my live stream. Thank you, Orland, for sending out the group message, and Claire and Melody and Eva, Salahat, everybody else, those that left already, Lynn. I'm scrolling here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Florencio, Ancho. Oh, sorry if I didn't give you a jacket, Florencio. I'll catch you next time. And who else? Well, you know the rest of you that were here. Oh, what was the younger Pinay that was here with the short name? Yeah, I can't find her. Oh, Jen. Can't forget about Jen. Oh, Yam. Etc., etc. All the rest. Maraming salamat for coming into the room and listening to my long speech. My dugo ilong. Oh, Florencio, you are still here. Did I give you a jacket, Florencio? Sorry if I didn't. Let me see here. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I'm still here. I'll probably log if I try to give you a jacket right now. So I'm going to. If I did not, so sorry. Not my intention. Thank you, Melody, for being here and talking, and for teaching me some Tagalog, more Tagalog. Clara. Yeah, you'll see more of me. I'll have an opportunity to use my asawa or my anak gadget and come on camera. Sometimes when they're asleep, of course, I don't have the gadget, but in the my afternoon, your morning, or I should say, my gabi ako and umaga mo, I have access to a gadget. So. Bye, guys. Bye, ladies. Bye, Orland. Next time, I'll look for you guys. See you. Maraming salamat, Melody. Ikaw rin, ikaw din, Melody. Mabuhay. Bye, guys.